What's going on, YouTube? Thursday to be back. It's been really a couple of days. Jan, I see you smiling. Don't think about it. Don't you think about it. Jan tried to cut me off. This is the second recording, by the way. Y'all can blame Jan. But hey man,
Not
we
my
back.
fault,
Suck.
folks.
Hey, we
Not
back.
my fault, folks.
Look, we gave y'all the top 40 list last week, and we said 20 likes, but it's moving. We halfway there. We'll take 10 since we
Y'all
originally
let us
said.
down, man. They got 50 views and only 10 likes. That
Yeah,
let me down. That is sad. I'm
yeah,
disappointed. We should have at least 50% rate, and we would have had it.
yeah.
So them other 40 folks, man, I'm watching y'all. Now, let me find out who
Oh
you
yeah,
is.
y'all are on
Let
watch.
me find out who you is.
We are officially putting our subscribers on watch. If you view the video and don't like it, we can see, and you will
Yeah,
officially
I
not be
got
a
ties to
fan.
YouTube.
You
I
will
know.
officially not be a fan of Thread Needle anymore. All right, yeah, let's get to it. So today we got 20 through one.
Yes, sir.
Now we left off at 21. Pascal Siakam just for a refresher. I know Corey felt very irate about Siakam being at 21. Let's see how you feel about number 20, Corey. Start off the 20s. We got my son, my dog, Jalen Brown. Start off the 20s. How y'all feel about that?
JB.
How y'all feel about him starting off the 20s?
I mean, he's good. He deserves to be 20. He's looking like he's going to turn to one of the next good two ways.
Yeah.
Yep.
He creates his own shot, play defense. He's 6'7" at two guard. Pretty good.
Yep. Very explosive, man. He's putting it together, and him and his partner in crime, who's also on the list, they got a bright future.
Yes, sir. All right. So number 19, we got Corey's man. His one of his road dogs from the OKC days. We got Russell Westbrook, the point guard from the Houston Rockets. Um, Bit of a down season in terms of numbers for us, but I mean, I think 19 was pretty fair to Westbrook. I mean, playoffs was kind of lackluster, but he did have COVID, so you kind of have to factor that in some
I
sense.
mean, it's Westbrook like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Westbrook though. It's Westbrook.
He wasn't that great in the playoffs at OKC, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Westbrook, I say he earned a spot. He was actually low on my list if he didn't have those that run he had after they traded Capella. If he didn't have that run, he would have been like low 20s, high 30s. But he came back real strong. Kind of made the Rockets interesting in the bubble, such that COVID kind of deterred him, and he wasn't able to be himself in the bubble.
He was himself.
So next we got the kitty cat, Carl Anthony Towns. Um, I like this position. I had him kind of middle 20s, maybe later 20s towards that range. But I ain't mad at him sneaking in the top 20. He's top 20 talent for sure.
Yeah.
Numbers, you can argue, but what y'all think?
I mean, he's got pretty good numbers, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, some people might look at
Very
that,
good numbers.
empty stats because he's on a bad team. A
Yeah.
lot of people look at stats on a bad team.
I mean, at some point, it comes to the eye test, what you're doing on the court
Yeah.
as
Mm-hmm.
a big man.
Yeah, I
Also, he a
test.
big.
Yeah.
So it's like,
And he a
I mean,
big, so.
yep. I was like arguably the best shooting big in the league right now. I like him to get a little stronger, but I mean he's young, and just keep it up him and D'Lo. We're gonna see what they got next year. Yeah,
Him,
Cat
D'Lo,
Cat.
and Buck.
Yep,
Yeah.
D'Lo and Book, man. They know they gonna make it happen because that's all it take these days. Make it happen, and it's gonna happen. All you do is tell the
Yeah.
front office these days.
Mm.
All right, so next we have Ben Simmons.
Mm.
My son.
Ben Simmons, right here. Um, he deserved, really upped his play on the defensive end this season. Became known as one of the best defenders in the league. I can see him being a first team all defensive player at some point. But it was a pretty good season for Ben. I mean, not down to 3 pointer this season. A couple of them, I think. Didn't he hit like 2 3 pointers this season?
Yeah,
Something like that.
I wish I saw him in the bubble. I wish he didn't get hurt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And he needs to shoot more because my point guard don't be scared to shoot threes. So he's a power forward.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. He earned his defensive All NBA defensive team spot this year. He was very impressive. Kind of felt like he took a step up on the defensive end in my eyes, and like I said, the playmaking, top tier, especially for his size. I mean, of course, everybody wants him to be able to shoot, but it's something that he got to decide to work on.
Yeah. All right. So next we got Paul George. Whew. Well, if you
I
look
had
at
PG like right in front of JB, like barely in front of JB. Like he wasn't the guy I thought he was, man. After the MVP year he just had, it's kind of tough to see him come out the way he did for the Clips. Like, I mean, he kind of felt shaky after my son put him on his face. I just kind of knew it wasn't the PG that we saw.
yeah,
But hopefully he come back, man. The pandemic it kind of got to him, but he tried to shake it off a little bit, but it was a little too late.
You can kind of tell the bubble was messing with him. And PG, he kind of like he be trying to get back at the fans too much without, showing with his play. Trying to show on Instagram with a post. It's not.
yeah.
He's acting
Paul,
like a child, and he got treated like a child.
yeah. Paul George in the regular season is undoubtedly one of the top 20 players in the league. But playoffs is just he had such a bad drop off. I mean, you could argue once we name a couple of more players on this list, he could have been higher had he had a great playoff. But lackluster playoffs. I mean, it gotta ding you at some point. So I think he fits right here. Um, Next though, Chris Paul, the point guard, the OG point guard. Shout out to Jado, but the OG point guard. Pretty nice, led OKC team that had a literal 0.2% chance of making the playoffs. Got them in there. Had a nice 7 game series. Almost could have won. Came down to a couple of bad plays, bad shots, and took them out. But I mean, CP3 had a pretty nice. I wouldn't even say a resurgent season because I mean he was good last season. Just coming off of injuries, he started his vegan diet, so you can tell it had a little bit of a difference on him.
Yeah, I never understand who's at ESPN's front office sometimes. Any team with Chris Paul can at least make the 8th seed, whether you're in the West or the East.
Yeah,
Not really tripping on that. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he could lead the Knicks to the 7th, 8th seed. Like, it's CP3.
Yeah, Chris Paul got the ability to really elevate everybody on the floor. It's something we're gonna miss when he's no longer playing in the league. So just like LeBron, you just gotta value it while it's there.
yeah. And so next we have Chris Middleton. Yeah, Corey.
All right, I need to start hearing these numbers. Where is
This
he
this
put
is
these dudes?
this
Because Chris
is
barely. I had Chris in front of Paul George. You see what I'm saying?
Marvin, what are you doing?
he's in front of Paul George. He's in front of Paul George.
Like, he's talking about like a number in front of Paul George.
Oh, he's all right. Paul George 18, Chris Middleton 16.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess that's pretty close.
Yeah, CP3 was literally the bridge between.
I think CP is better than Middleton, but
See, and I would have said Paul George would have been better than Middleton if he had a good playoffs. But Chris Middleton had a better playoffs than Paul George.
But
Um,
no, nonetheless, I mean, Chris Middleton had an amazing regular season.
that's true.
Stat wise, with the 50, 40, 90, it's very hard to do. I know it's Chris Middleton's a boring name, but Curry, Steve Nash, Kevin Durant, that's a tough club to be in, So you got to give kudos what kudos is due, but you also got to lay down the hammer on them, and you got to step your game up in the playoffs, man. I mean, I know it kind of feel like they always point the finger at you, but you got to step it up, man. We need to point the finger somewhere, and
You got
you
to
just so
step it
happen to
up
be it.
when Giannis is playing too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. All right. 14, we got Bam Adebayo. Big man from the Miami Heat. I like this spot.
Bam who?
The Miami Heat.
Bam.
Bam who?
Bio.
Yep.
Bam out of the bayou.
I didn't have Bam that high. I kind of had him behind Mitchell and Trae Young, but I mean, all in all, he had a very impressive season. Big improvements. He took a jump. When I saw his workouts, like with JB and Jason, I was kind of just like, "Oh, big man, think he can hang with JB and Jason." When he really was out there, and he was showing that he was working, and I could see it translate on the court with his handles, his improved handle, and them allowing him to be able to make plays for the team. It really helped his game.
Yeah, it's not like how Miles Turner used to work out with the guards on Team USA. It's really Bam's out here really being a guard, and it's crazy because he's a catalyst for that team. Like a lot of centers can't do that, and he can play defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Bam was to me the best player in that Heat series and in the conference finals against the Celtics. He's the best player undoubtedly. Um, and I think if Bam plays, I think he missed what the first two games of the finals. Maybe that goes to seven. Maybe it's a 7-game series with Bam on the floor. So I don't know. Bam had a great season though. All right, so 13 we have Rudy Gobert, the Gobert, the Go Man, Gobert. I I don't remember what I had on my list. I don't remember what I had on my list. But
Marvin, what you doing with the list?
someone had to have Gobert top 15.
I had Gobert behind Siakam.
Marvin, what are you doing with the list?
Look, I calculated the
Nice.
list. And this is how it came up. I had.
Core? What
Hey,
you had Gobert, Core?
Okay, look.
Let me see. Okay, I had Gobert. I had Gobert 14.
Yeah,
Where did
Gobert
I have
14.
Gobert?
I had Gobert 14.
Where did I have Gobert?
Hmm. You put it in the group chat, but I ain't gonna lie, I don't feel like scrolling all the way up. I'm gonna assume it's
I had
me since
Gobert
I had
20.
him. I'm gonna assume it was majority me since I had him top 15. But I mean, you got to. It's defensive player of the year multiple times. Amazing shot blocker.
Okay.
Offensive side of the ball, you probably wouldn't even put him in the top 40 list. But defensive side of the ball, he's definitely up here.
Yeah.
And I think just him being so elite on defense he's like the perfect. I think he's the perfect sidekick to go with Donovan Mitchell. I think that they need to just keep them two together, and yeah, I think they have a bright future with them too.
Yep. Big ups to Gobert. I mean, the defense keeps happening every year, man. You look for you look for like holes in his game, and I mean it ain't really holes. It's just like improvements. Like he can score around the basket, but you want to be able to work on that jumper. You want him to add stuff, just so he can be a better player. But man, if he never does improve and just continues to be a pill on the defensive end, that'll be okay.
Yeah. All right. So at number 12, now this is a name that is very controversial between us and our group of friends. At number 12, we have Jimmy Butler. Number 12 is Jimmy, and let's talk because Jimmy Butler has been the topic of discussion in our group chats for since 2K
Yep.
released their ratings and had them at a 93, which is considered
Sounds
top
about
7.
right to me.
Um,
Sounds pretty on the money.
now let's talk. So where did y'all have Jimmy? Because I had Jimmy top 15. I had him in my top 15. I had him like
Um,
You had him 9. I believe I
I
had
had him
Jimmy.
11.
I think I had Jimmy at 12. Actually, I think I had him at 12. If I'm not mistaken. Um, I mean, I don't.
I mean, hey, he had a season overall better than anybody he's in front of. But that regular season, it was gonna restrict him from being in front of anybody he's behind.
That's the
That's how I feel about it.
fact.
But Jimmy Butler, I mean, shout out to you, man. You improved your team, man. Y'all worked hard in the offseason. I thought that was very impressive. That the Heat kind of found their own way. So that's something people don't talk about, how the Heat did Zoom call team workout Zooms over the COVID thing, and they were working out with each other every single day, even though they was all at each other's houses and stuff. So shout out to the Heat, Jimmy Butler for corralling them dogs and making them feisty and really making it to the finals.
Yeah, Corey, look like you had
Cool.
something to say. I thought you had something to say.
No, I ain't nothing to say.
All right, so number 11.
Mhm.
All right, number 11, we have Bradley Beal.
So Bradley Bill's better than Jimmy Butler.
Hey, man,
I had Bill in front of Jimmy Butler.
I had Bill in front of Butler.
Okay. I see where y'all heads at.
For one, I mean, obviously we're looking at regular season since Bradley Beal's team didn't make the playoffs, but also we have to look at the team. I mean, Bradley Beal can help he's on the Wizards, so I don't. I mean, I think even if he's like a third option on the Lakers, I'm still probably taking him over Jimmy Butler just because I know what Bradley Beal can do. Bradley Beal can go give me 30 even give any given night and give me probably 8 assists to go with that. So yeah,
So Jimmy can't do that?
I mean Jimmy can do that, but I'm not relying on
Oh man,
if
like I
I'm.
said,
It just depends on what I need to do. Like it depends on the role.
Okay.
overall, Jimmy Butler is exactly where he needs to be because the NBA Finals run boosted him. Because before the bubble, dude was 30. Dude was in the 30s. Like, dude was 20s, right there in the Westbrook range.
Literally,
Like, and then the NBA Finals gate jumped you 8, 9 spots to 12. And then Bill, you had such a fantastic regular season where you was the number one option last year and improved on that. Like that's my thing. Your numbers were inflated last year. I agree. But the fact that you improved with everybody knowing you was coming in with us with the same squad and all this, you actually came out with better numbers. I gotta shake your hand because you was definitely snubbed. So I'm gonna give you credit where credit is due and put you right there.
yeah. Bradley Beal is definitely snubbed from the All Star game. I don't know how he didn't make it. All right, number 10. So now we're in the tens. Number 10, we have Joel Embiid,
Them
big man
buckets.
from Philly. I think Embiid deserves to be right here.
Like like Shaq said, man, was yeah, most talented big man in the league. He got a jumper, something that you want. Real dominant in the paint. Defensive anchor holds it down. I mean, stamina problems don't. You got to fix that, man. You got to get in the
Yeah,
lab. You got to lose some weight. Got to get your diet right, man. Take it serious because you really are a step away from being one of those dominant players. Like Hakeem, Shaq, really being mentioned with those guys instead of being known as a Yao Ming. You know.
yeah. And for me, I feel like 10 for Embiid. Like if he was to ever watch this video, I feel like he should feel like disappointed with himself because he should be a top 5 player. Like honestly, like he has the talents to be a top 5 player, literally the best center in the league. But you know, he left some doubts. Some things was just left on the court. Like he does that. He leaves too much on the court. It's like you feel like you don't get the full 100 with him all the time. And stamina you can that's a thing with it. And at some point you just got to question like, do you really want it? Because you can have it. Like it's definitely a taking. But Joel Embiid, just even how I just talked about him, he was still a top 10 player. So that just shows you how easily he could get into that top five. So it's just a matter of how he approaches this off season. If he works more on his stamina or if he works, just he need to work on all aspects of his game. But he needs to, like you said, he need to get that stamina. He need to get on that bike. He need to get on that bike this summer. Ride a whole lot of bikes. You need to do.
Who's next?
Oh,
You bet.
I ain't know you had something to say. Yeah.
I ain't got nothing to say about that nigga. I mean, he's a big guy. He's one of the best big men. Y'all said it all. Who's next?
All right, so
I'm
next
trying to
we
see
have
who all y'all got in front of my boy Jimmy.
Tatum, Jason Tatum.
As I expected. So it's biased. Okay.
What?
Bias is a strong word.
Okay, Corey. Wait. If I have this correct, I had Tatum at 10. Where'd you have Tatum, Jan? Jan, where you had Tatum?
Probably
I
number
had
one.
Tatum 9.
You had Tatum 9. Corey, where'd you have Tatum?
Probably like 11 or something.
All right, so I mean that evens out. That
What you
literally evens
mean?
out. That literally
We
that's
all
all you.
agree. You right there in the same
That
spot.
evens out.
But he wasn't in front of Jimmy.
But I'm saying,
Because
but where
Corey,
me and
I,
Jan had Jimmy compared to where you had Jimmy, and then where all three of us
I
had
can't.
Tatum, it evens out.
It's not. See, it's my thing with it. It's not like his game elevated in the playoff. His team just kept winning. His game elevated in the finals.
The most important
In
game
the playoff,
in the NBA.
When they were winning, his game didn't elevate. When they lost, his game elevated.
How many of these
You see
people
what
are
I'm
having
saying?
40-point triple
When
doubles?
they was
I'm ready now.
winning,
Hold up. How many of these
he was
people are
a
having 40-point
22
triple
point
doubles
per
with
game
LeBron
player.
James and Anthony Davis? Name me. Is Bradley Beal doing that? No, he's a Gator. I know this.
Is he doing what?
Is Joel Embiid doing that? No.
I do believe Bradley Beal can average 22 points in a playoff run.
No, but Bradley. That's the thing. Y'all are okay. Bradley is a Gator, so I know this. Jimmy, you can't say Bradley is better than Jimmy when Jimmy brings more to the game than Bradley does.
Look,
Does Jimmy bring more to the game than Bradley? Yes or no?
if we are ranking top 40 players in this season, Bradley Beal had a better year than Jimmy Butler.
Oh my God.
Bradley Beal did not have a better bubble than Jimmy Butler. You are correct. But he did have a better season than Jimmy Butler. Because them first 82 was atrocious. You shot below 30% from deep.
You shot 2 threes a game, Jarren.
He came out the gate cheeks and stopped shooting.
So it's cheeks. You shoot 2 threes a game and you average 30%. That's cheeks.
He could have been hoisting 5 and then started shooting 1.
All the little things your team needs.
How do we not know he ain't come out the gate hoisting 6 a game and was like, I'm off
Jimmy
this
Butler,
season,
he don't do that.
Stop.
I know he's not doing that. He probably didn't shoot his first game. Shoot no 3.
Okay, regardless, Corey, that's 1 for 4 a night.
Oh my God.
That
I'm
ain't
taking
good.
Jimmy Butler over Bradley. And then at Marvin's point where he said Bradley Beal as the third option on the Lakers is still better than Jimmy. That's just probably the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Look, man.
All right, now that was a little joke, but
that's
still.
The dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Look, all I'm saying is,
with Bradley, he's giving you scoring and playmaking. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Jimmy can give you scoring, playmaking, rebounding, defense, all of that good stuff.
Okay, that is cool.
It makes him a better player.
Strictly players. We're talking about strictly players. We're talking about their season. We're ranking their entire season, and we're not gonna act like Bill ain't do some crazy stuff this year.
I know Bill did some crazy stuff. He got snubbed from the all NBA teams. He got snubbed from the All-Star game. I'm sorry, bro. Just Jimmy is better, man. And Jimmy is better than Embiid. All of that stuff.
I can't help, man. 22, 6, and 6.
You keep saying it.
I can't say I didn't enjoy being the third party in that. What a great debate.
That wasn't even a good debate. I don't even no.
All right, so next we have at number 8, Nikola Jokic, the Joker. I don't believe that we have any disagreements here, which I think.
Nah, man, Yoke, man, big dog, big Yoke. He, you know, he very talented on the offensive side of the ball, kind of like Carl Anthony Towns, but with better passing. And they both kind of got the same problem. You want them to work on the defensive end. I mean, Yoke, he slimmed down before the bubble, seemed not to affect him. So we're gonna see if he can maintain that weight and get better on the defensive end.
I agree.
Yeah,
He's in the league.
that's a fact. All right, so since we don't have any disagreements there, let's go ahead and move on to number 7, Damian Lillard. Dame time.
Man, the disrespect
Disrespect.
putting Damian Lillard over Jimmy Butler. My God.
That's very disrespectful, but I'm not even gonna give it that. Because
Oh,
y'all keep putting this
The
regular season
disrespect.
like it's Jimmy Butler's fault that Bradley Beal didn't make the bubble. I don't understand.
Man,
I
but
mean,
he
even
didn't
if
It
elevate
is
his
not his
game in the
fault.
playoffs
It
either.
is not
That's
Bradley.
what I'm
It is
saying.
not
He was
Jimmy's
the
fault.
same
Jimmy did all
dude.
he could do. He
That
smacked
don't make
Giannis
you.
in the
That's
first
your
round.
team.
Smacked
That don't make
y'all. Smacked
you
all
a
these
great
people.
player.
Like
That's a great team.
he's just okay. It's all right.
hey, wait, hey, time out. We just got some breaking news, fellas. The 76ers just signed Daryl Morey, 5-year deal. Hmm.
Ooh.
I just thought you wanted to know that.
Ooh.
Hey, breaking news in the pod. That's what we like to see. All right. So number 6, we have the bearded one, Mr. James Harden. A bit of a slide. We had to bump him out for someone. Someone came and took his spot in the top
Yeah,
5.
man. Back to Dame Dollar, man. Shout out to you, dog. You really stepped up. Earned my respect when it comes to the shooting. I always thought you was kind of a step below Curry, but now you kind of up there with Curry when it comes to shooting that thing. I still think Curry a better shooter, but now you're in the conversation. You know what I'm saying? And I really enjoyed seeing you play this year. Um, Kudos to you, fam. And as for the beard, it's kind of like Russell Westbrook effect. You keep doing the same thing, so it's kind of just getting old, and it sucks that 30 points, 10 and 10, and getting old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So shout out to the beard too. You did shoot twice as many step back threes as the entire league. I'm not step back threes, pull up threes in the entire league. Like Damian Lillard, he had like 762, I believe, and Damian Lillard was second with like 409. So keep doing you, Harden. Keep doing you.
Yeah, Harden, keep doing you because your daddy Lou Dort is figuring it out. I feel bad for you next year. Lou Dort will be ready. Like he dropped 30 on you in game 7, he will be ready.
Watch out for Lou Gents Dort if you're James Harden.
First team all defense next year. I'll put money on that.
You said first team all defense. So
Yeah,
you think he's getting one of those guard spots from Ben Simmons, Marcus Smart, DeJounte Murray. He's getting all right.
I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I got a smooth $5.
All right. Drew
Make it
Holiday.
500 and bet
Yeah,
big
exactly. You must
bucks.
be betting with Unc money or something.
Oh, all right. So number 5, let's go ahead and introduce the man that took Harden's spot in the top 5. We have Mr. Luka Doncic himself.
Damn,
Well
like,
deserved.
oh yeah, but
Well
Luka, yeah,
deserved.
he's better than he does what Harden does, and like it looks better.
Yeah.
It looks better. Harden does more like he'll milk the clock for 20 seconds and make a play or whatever. Luka will kind of like it's kind of the same play style, like they have the same PER and stuff, but it's just hard. Luka's just look better. Like he won't wait till the end of the clock. He'll make a play early, shoot early, like get his teammates involved. Actually, not just like a kick out. But yeah,
Harden looks selfish.
yeah, that's the thing.
You
Yeah,
know
he
what I'm
looks.
saying? Like he looks selfish while Luca seems to enjoy playmaking. You know what I'm saying? He actually enjoys dropping people and making the no look dimes and the oops and behind the backs and everything else. So, Luka, you crazy dog, man. What is it, 21? And just wilding right now.
Yeah, I think he. Yeah,
And we got 15 more years of just straight buckets. So I'm very excited to see you play, man. I mean, improvements, defense side of the ball. I mean, I know it's an offensive game, but y'all got to start valuing defense if you want to be in the top three.
yeah.
All right.
You want to be LeBron.
I love to see Luca add that to his game next season, adding more of a defensive attack to his game, even though he doesn't really need to, because since he's doing literally everything on offense,
He probably won't add a defensive game. He's European.
yeah. But it'd be nice to see him add, just a bit of defense.
It's like some crafty defense. That'd be
Yeah,
good to see.
like play the passing lanes. Maybe get a couple steals here and there. You ain't gotta do too much. You ain't gotta be Kawhi, but still be a great defensive player. And speaking of Kawhi, we got number 4 on our list, Mr. Kawhi Leonard, the quiet one. Corey?
The quiet one.
Oh, I should have said that.
I thought that's what you said. That's a good one.
I should have said it. I should have stuck with it. But
Dang,
yeah,
go out. You
got Kawhi.
Yeah, I mean it's Kawhi Leonard, man. Like,
Yeah. To be honest, I don't think we really have to discuss these next 3. So 3 we have Giannis. 2, Anthony Davis. And number 1, we have Taco Fall.
Yes, sir. Big top. We was ready to surprise y'all with the big sublimes. Look at the
Taco Fall.
Zion at the rim. We tried to tell y'all. I know y'all thought.
You thought
I
it
know
was
who you thought
picture?
it was.
I thought it was just a random picture, huh? No.
It was big top. This entire time we was setting you up.
Per 48,
for
he's
big top.
averaging. Per 48, he's averaging 34, 22, and 5.9 blocks a game. I don't know what else we have to say. I don't think we have to say anything else.
His per 40
God,
game.
y'all funny.
His per 40 is like off the charts. Like off the charts.
Honestly, I don't think we have to explain anymore. Taco Fall is your 2020 NBA's best.
Thread the needle, number 1 player in the league.
Nah, we play. Obviously, number 1 we have LeBron James. LeBron James. But hey, Taco Fall is number 0.
For out of the league. But LeBron is the GOAT.
Well, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe this, man. We is not playing. We is taking names this time. We is watching you.
I've been not catching none of y'all watching this video.
Hey, Marvin said he giving $100 gift card to whoever.
All right, and that's where we stop. All right, Todd.
Whoever sends this to 10 of their friends.
Marvin said, thread the needle, we out.
We're gonna do 15 likes this time because apparently 20 was too much for you.
15 likes.
15 likes.
We need it.
1-5. It ain't hard.
Marvin's car.
No.